I'm here with Dan. We're in New York City. He's been telling me his story, which just personifies grit, personifies hustle, and he's doing some really, really cool stuff. So I thought it'd be really cool to share his story. I'll get Dan to introduce what he does and a bit about himself first.
Cool. My name is Dan Giordano. I am the co-founder of Bespoke Treatments here in New York City and Seattle. We are a physical therapy company that works one-on-one with clients, really trying to customize their treatment program to them, not just follow protocol. Basically what we do is try to get you back into sport without having you rest. So we'll help you recover from your injury, we'll help you prevent injuries, and just help you live an overall better lifestyle throughout your whole life.
So Dan's had a really extensive history and experience in fitness, in sports. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about like the US track team, things you've done in terms of the industry?
Yeah, I'll give a breakdown. So basically, graduated with my doctorate in physical therapy from NYU in 2010. Worked at the US Athletic Training Center, started working at World Championship events, US Olympic trials, USA Track and Field events with USA Track and Field. From there, went to work with the US Athletic Training Center, went to a hedge fund, worked for them as their physio, among other things, and then started Bespoke Treatments in 2014, early 2015 with my business partner, Philippos Koriakou, who we worked together at the US Athletic Training Center. He is an exercise physiologist. Started working in sports, worked everybody from everyday athletes to CEOs of funds here in New York City to professional athletes to Olympic level athletes. And that's basically how we got into the sports community and started that rolled over into fitness here in New York City. So the fitness industry in New York City is a booming industry, right? It's $1 billion business here.
Yeah.
And as professionals here in New York, we know the grind and the grit of working 9 to 5 and then going straight to an exercise class and working as hard as you can in that time being. But unfortunately, that leads to injury. Yeah. So we need to help those people prevent injury, heal from the injury, and that's where Bespoke Treatments really started to flourish, because we realized as people who love fitness and loved working in that setting that those are the people we wanted to work with. And we are those people. So we work all day, every day, and we hurt ourselves, unfortunately, because we're not 20 years old anymore.
Yeah.
So to get to that grind and grit is that where we got it, and that's where we expanded Bespoke Treatments. And now in Seattle, we have a fitness studio that's a one-on-one personal training studio, small group, which is great because it helps us with our transition from therapy back to sport, as we do here in New York City with our communication with doctors and trainers and such. So we really help with that transition back into everyday fitness.
Awesome. So what Dan and I were talking about, which I thought was really cool, and Dan had some awesome insights in it, just being in the coal face, in the furnace of New York City, right, which is buzzing. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of different businesses. How do you maintain genuine relationships? How do you find the right people to surround yourself with, in terms of professional sense, but I guess overall in general?
Well, in terms of professional sense and overall in general, it's really, you really got to love the people you're doing business with, right? So let's go back to my business partner, Philippos. Hope he watches this. Philippos, I love you, man. So basically that man has become not only business partner to me, but also a brother, right? He's someone that I would just go to the end with. And that's the same thing with a relationship. So if you can't build a genuine relationship with someone, I don't think you should be doing business with them.
Yeah.
So all the people I do business with are people I generally care about and people I love and people that you're loyal to and people you want to grow with. And that's the other aspects of things. It's if you can't grow with that person, you probably shouldn't be doing business with them.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so if you could run it back, speak to yourself when you first started the journey, all the way back before Bespoke was born, before any of the ventures before that, what would you tell yourself based on everything you learned?
Tell myself. What would I tell myself? Stick with it, trust the process, as we spoke about. It's a grind, it's a hustle, and no matter what, you have to be in business with people that you care about and someone that you love and trust. And no matter what happens, an entrepreneur, it's a roller coaster. You go from highs to lows, to lows, and you're just going through it. And if you can't do it with someone who's gonna be by your side through everything, that partnership is it's your marriage. It's a marriage that's a business marriage, and there's gonna be ups and downs, but communication and working together on it and getting through it is the most important thing. No matter what happens, you have to be in it together, and you have to be in it for the long term. People want fast success and quick success, but that's not what it is. It's really the future and the long-term aspect of the business. So no matter what happens, you just have to make sure that you put the work in, you work as hard as you possibly can. Nothing comes easy, and people that think that something comes easy, I think are wrong. No matter what happens, you're gonna see up and downs, and just grind it out together. And just, if you believe in your product and the quality of your product, that it will work. Just you got to put the effort in, you got to put the time in, and you have to know that this is all good for the long-term aspect of you and your partner's family and the future of our children. So you just got to put the work in and work hard, and sometimes you got to grind to put your head down, grind it out, man.
That's it, man. It's the pain period, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. If everybody wants to check out Bespoke, check out you. If they want to hear more about some of the wisdom you just dropped on them, where can they check you out?
Check it out, bespoketreatments.com or at Bespoke Treatments for Instagram. So we are now in Seattle. So if anyone's out in Seattle, also come visit us, come say what's up. If not, we are here in New York in Bryant Park on 41st and Madison.
Awesome. So Dan is one of the most authentic, down-to-earth, genuine dudes you will ever met. So, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much, man.
Cheers, man. Yeah.